Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Math with Pretty Color Markers. Boom, there we go, lots of colors. Y'all know how I like colors. Okay, today we're discussing area of trapezoids. Oh man, can't really see it. Area of trapezoids, there we go. Okay, so first off, we need to understand the function for finding the area of a trapezoid. If you watch the video, I highly encourage you to watch it if you have not. We know that area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2. We've identified the specific parts. I know I start from top to bottom. This is a base, this is a base, and then I still follow the rule of PEMDAS, so that is super, super, super important. I also need to recognize that area is everywhere on the inside, so this beautiful little scribble right here. Area is the inside, okay? We're going to do one together, and then we will move on, and we'll see how you guys feel after that. I'm trying to make sure that I can see what I'm doing so that I don't get too crazy far ahead. Okay. So let's look at number 3 for our problems. Sorry, it's kind of shaky. Try to not shake it so much. Okay, number 3 on page, what page is this? Chapter 9, lesson 3, the extra practice section, area of a trapezoid. So let's take a look. So right here, we have 3 feet. Up top, we have 4 feet. And on this base right here, we have 6 feet. Okay. First off, I noticed it gave me everything that I needed, correct? Yes. Okay, so what I want to do first is I want to, my dog is crying outside. Area equals, the 1/2 doesn't change, okay? The 1/2 is always going to be as is. That's always going to be 1/2. Now, what is the height of my triangle? Well, they don't give me any shape or any number amount on the sides, but remember, this is not your height. The height is from the highest point on the trapezoid to the base, all right? So the highest to the lowest. At that point, for this base, the height of my trapezoid is 3 feet. I'm not going to use yellow. You're not going to be able to see that. Let's use pink. Okay, 3. Okay, now that's my H. 3 feet equals H. Now I'm going to take my parentheses, and remember, when we have parentheses, we follow the rule of PEMDAS. When we're following order of operations, we still have to go in that same order. All right? In this case, my 2 numbers for base 1 and base 2. Okay, so base 1 is 4, base 2 is 6. Okay, now you're probably asking me, Miss Ira, does it really matter if you flip it? Well, if my trapezoid was inverted, no, but just get in a habit of figuring out one or the other. Don't try bouncing back and forth, because all that's going to do is just drive you crazy and possibly confuse you more. And we don't want that. Okay? So I can solve this in one of 2 ways. I'm just going to move it on up. So what I can do is just like we did previously when we were doing the area of a triangle. Remember, I could have taken 1/2 times base times height, and then just did base times height divided by 1/2. Okay, this is the same concept. So we're still going to work from left to right. I can do, I'm going to try to stick with the same colors. Area equals one-half. Why did I do that? Times 3 times 4 plus 6, which would be, let's stick with using my green color, 4 plus 6, which would be 10. And then I'm going to close my parentheses because that ends it. Okay. So would it be easier to multiply 1/2 by 3, or would it be easier to kind of go about the way that we did it before, where we multiplied everything on top, and it's almost like all I need to do is just place a 1 underneath that, and then I can just multiply straight across. In that case, it would give me, making sure you guys can still see, area equals, get my markers, look at this, all mixed up. 1 times, remember we're not using x anymore, don't use x. 1 times 3 times 10 all over, what color did I use? Oh, we'll just use black. All over 2. I think this would be easier to use. I mean, if you know off the top of your head, you would get 1.5 times 10. You could totally do that. That's totally fine. I'm actually going to go over that with both colors because I need to know that it's both of them. There we go. Okay. I'm going to get the same answer either way. All right. But let's make sure, let's double check. Okay. I know. Look at this disaster. Oh no. Look at this. Okay. I know that 3 times 10 is 30. Pretty basic. Let's use a different color. 3 times 10 is 30. I divide by 2. 30 divided by 2 is 15. 1.5 times 10, I have 1 0. I move the decimal over 1 place, equals 15. 15 what though? Don't forget, 15 feet squared, 15 square feet. Okay? Either one of those are going to give you the correct answer, okay? So if you're confused, it's okay. This is new. Let's do one more together. Let's look at let's look at 6. And then I'll do my best to draw this beautiful figure. Oh, it's beautiful. Such a beautiful trapezoid. Wrap it up, put it in a bow. Okay, and now 2. This is supposed to be the same height all the way across, so I can just do that. Wow, that is not a good right angle. And then let's put our numbers. We have 24 inches, then we have 20 inches, and then we have 30 inches. Okay, area equals 1/2 times height times base 1 plus base 2. All right. Now that I've done all that, let's rearrange this. Not rearrange it, sorry. Let's just put in our information. Area equals 1/2, does not change. The height is 20 inches times 20 times base 1, we'll go from top to bottom, 24 times 30. These are kind of big numbers, right? They honestly are. Okay, so I'm going to do it, let's do it the original way. So I'm going to take each part separately and I'm going to solve it that way. Okay, so area equals, well, what is half of 20? Half of 20 is 10. Okay, so now these are canceled. I don't need to do anything with that anymore. I just solved for it. Please stop shaking. Thanks. Okay, so now I need to do 24 times 30. All right, let's do it on the side. 24 and 30. Sometimes we just need to check because of the world we live in today. It's kind of crazy. Don't forget to add that 0. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry that 1. That is 6, 7. 720. Area equals 10 times 720, which would in turn equal 7,200 square feet. Kaboom. Okay. That's it. Now sometimes you got to do a little bit of math. Darn it. But yeah, that's it, guys. And again, 7, 8, and 9 are bonus questions. I challenge you to do it. All it is process of elimination. Okay? There's nothing to scare you, nothing to trick you. It's only process of elimination. All right? It gives you the information, and you just take it one step at a time. So just give it a try. It's not required, but give it a shot, because why not? All right. Yay, math. Yay, colors. Yay, yay, yay. And we're done. All right, cool.